Just as with NDEs, it's never the case that Christians meet Muhammad, or Buddhists meet Jesus.
Very odd, don't you think?
Other times,
People who are wearing a God helmet have an out-of-body experience.
the point is,
These are some of the characteristics of having a near-death experience, and if you can reproduce these things on command, in a lab, just by tickling the brain, well then, that's pretty good evidence that a near-death experience is just something funky happening to the brain.
Janet, is there anything else you'd like to point to?
Sure.
We know that it's not just the God helmet and magnetic fields that can tickle the brain, but other things can do it too. And they, like the God helmet, produce NDE effects.
Other things? What other things?
Some drugs, like ketamine and LSD, produce effects like an NDE.
A loss of a sense of time and space, hallucinations, seeing a bright light, shooting down a tunnel, all of that.
Again, as with the God helmet, these drugs have a known impact on a specific part of the brain, the temporal lobes.
When you mess with those, weird things happen.
Sometimes,
It is an NDE that is messing up the wiring.
other times,
It is scientists that are doing it. Or drugs.
either way, there is plenty
Of reason to conclude that NDE experiences occur from something that is going a little nutty inside the brain, and there is absolutely no evidence, none, to support a conclusion that anything supernatural is going on.
Interesting stuff. Anything else?
Yes. All this is not to say that we know precisely what is going on in the brain when an NDE occurs.
There are theories, such as too little oxygen or too much carbon dioxide, etc. But I'm the first to admit that, with each theory, there are some issues and questions, and we really don't yet understand everything about what is happening. But that doesn't mean we should jump to a conclusion that something supernatural is happening. It just highlights that the brain is the most complicated thing in the universe.
Okay, some pretty powerful stuff. So, Arthur, what do you have to say to all that?
I call bullshit.
Wow. Okay. But, can you be a little more specific? Give me your single best argument.
Sure. I'll start by saying that, although many people think the best evidence is the incredible life transformation of those who had an NDE, this is not the very best evidence.
That's good, since there is more and more research showing that psychedelic drugs also, when used in controlled settings, can cause incredibly positive life transformations.
Also, many people having an NDE meet family members who are dead, even though they did not know at the time that the family member was dead.
Unfortunately, there are also many NDE experiencers who,
during their hallucination,
meet relatives who are actually still alive. And that is rather telling, isn't it?
Janet, come on. Arthur extended to you the courtesy of being able to speak without interrupting. Please show the same respect back to him.
Okay, sorry. By the way, Arthur, good job sneaking in a number of points when Russell asked you for just one.